When I was growing up, autism was not really understood. I was simply the kid whose head was always out the window. I could read. I understood the language, but I could not talk. When I was 5 years old, my older sisters had married and I lost my translators. Nobody could understand what I was saying. They put me into a speech therapy, and the woman there refused to allow me to ignore her. She forced me to give me eye contact. She forced me to watch the placement of her lips, the movement of her tongue. She fed back to me, this is what you were saying. This is what you were trying to say. This is what your lips and tongue are doing when you're trying to say it. And this is what they should be doing. And she got through to me in a way she did not know. Because she taught me to speak, but she made me realize she was real. For the first time, I became aware of the existence of an autonomous person. There was a lot of learning, much learning. To this day, there is still much that I don't understand about people, but I'm trying to learn. I've been trying to learn my entire life. There is a comorbidity between autism and ADD, and I was very profoundly ADD as well. Learning how to overcome the ADD also helped me become a better listener. It helped me become a better analyzer of how people existed, and not just how they thought, how they felt, but it gave me that insight into a person that made me realize that there is magic in there. So when I meet a new client, it's this new creature that's coming into my realm and allowing me to understand something I didn't before. It's amazing how often a client will come in here and they're not able to really meet your eye contact, and they're dejected, and their esteem is just on the ground. And during the course of representation, I'm not just helping them articulate their story, I'm helping them discover who they really are. Not this person that their spouse was convincing them they were, but what potential they have, what reality is about themselves that makes them a wonderful person. When they leave, there is a different person in front of me. It's amazing how they're upright, they're happy, they're joyful about their prospects. They may not have gotten what they wanted, but they have a much better belief that they are going to be in a better place, living a better life, and their opportunities in front of them are much better than what they ever dreamed they could be. I cherish thank you notes that I get. Just as much unusual for attorneys, I accept friend requests on Facebook from former clients because they want to show me what they are accomplishing, and that's wonderful. Pro bono is both voluntary and sometimes you just write off accounts because you know these people can't afford you. We have lawyer threads on Facebook, and I cause quite a controversy every time I tell people to do this. I give away questions. I give away hours. Somebody will call on the phone and say, I just have one legal question. Somebody started a thread with that, and everybody jumped on board about how to get rid of them. And I go in there and say, answer the question. I always let them ask the question. If I can answer it, I do. If I can't answer their question because it's too complex, I'll tell them to come in and I'll give them an hour free consultation. Most of the time, that's all it takes. It works for them. They get their problem taken care of and they go off and they're happy. Sometimes they'll hire me. 90% of the time, I'll never hear from them again. And that's okay. I'll tell you something. When I first went into law and I was doing family law, I did not pick up on some things that I should have, where my clients were using their children as pawns. When I became aware that that was happening, I started and took a curriculum at Prairie View called Juvenile Forensic Psychology, and it was an eye-opener. But it let me see when my own clients were the ones that were the problem. And I fire clients if they don't listen to me, if they don't understand that first and foremost it's the kids then I'm not going to represent them. It's that simple.